Hey guys, Romie here. Please like, comment, subscribe if you're a first-time viewer, and if you're a returning viewer, thank you very much. Please like and comment on this video. This is my recap, my review for I can't believe E got me to watch a show. I can't. Rob and Chyna, Season 1, Episode 1. Are you still texting bees? Now, the episode starts off with, we're getting acclimated with the new couple. And here's the thing with the couple. I'm going to call them Black Rob because I actually like that title better. It should have just been called Black Rob. Because we get it. We get it. Like Chyna, Rob Kardashian. Black Rob. The thing with them is that they haven't been a couple for that long. And here's how they actually came together. Rob wasn't in a relationship anymore. Chyna wasn't in a relationship anymore. So because of that, it was just like, oh, Rob saw Chyna at Kylie's birthday party, and he was like, you know what? It was either Kylie or Kendall's birthday party. He was like, you know what? That's going to be my girlfriend. That's going to be my girlfriend. And the thing is, he was chasing her. She finally gave him a shot, and now she's pregnant. Now she's pregnant. She went from being friends with Kim to being with Tyga to not being friends with Kim to allegedly there being a beef because Tyga was on the low dating Kylie, and now to be back in the family. It's a lot. It's a lot, guys. Just stay with me as far as this train of thought. Now, the thing is, they're contemplating moving in together and all of that, and things that they're going to do when the baby arrives. And Rob has his own issues, so it's just like, okay, Rob, are you gonna be there? Are you gonna be there, like, mentally, not physically, but mentally? Everything's good, everything's cool. Cool. So then we're at the house, and Nanny Joy, I love Nanny Joy, and we see King. Of course, that's Tyga and Chyna's child, their son, together. And King is just so cute. And we see Paige. Paige is Chyna's friend. And as of now, everything's going okay. You know, it's just the beginning, so things are just cool, copacetic. Are they really? Not at all. But Chyna goes, while she's talking to Paige and the rest of their friends in the car, she's talking about Rob and how Rob is such a mama's boy, and how she grew up differently because she had to pretty much depend on herself and support herself. Her mom was there, but still, she still had to depend on herself and get it herself. Things were handed down to her. So Rob's mentality is, you know, I'm going to call my mom for everything. I'm going to essentially have her or someone else do things for me because I'm just not used to doing them myself. So they were making fun of Rob while they were in the car. It's just like, the toilet is clogged. Guess I gotta go, Mom. I'm hungry. What's for dinner? I don't know, but my mom makes this great mashed. So you get the train of thought there, right? Now, while they're, you know, they're just doing light jokes. Did I personally think that it was cool? No, but if I was in there, I would have been laughing too. So I can't say too much about that. Next thing you know, Rob calls. That's not unusual. Why would it be? What is it was like, oh, but I got off the phone with my mom. Of course, he's on speakerphone, so everyone hears him. And that's the thing with LA. I'm trying to figure out, I know there's celebrities and all that, but I'm thinking in the police to arrest them for something like that. But I get that maybe the Bluetooth and all the sound coming from all the speakers would mess with the audio. But why is it that these people freely have their phone in their hand and operating it while they're driving? And like, anyway, we're going to move on from that. It looks like Scott's going to be a big part of the show because he's actually friends with Rob. So Scott's at the house with Rob and Chyna, and there's all these, I believe Chyna actually got the portraits painted for the family, and it's really nice, it's really cool. And again, that's when Chyna kind of went through her history with the Kardashian clan, and it really does look like Rob is going to be very close with Scott on the show. We know in real life they're very close, but Scott's going to be like his borderline therapist, like his unconventional therapist, because we learned that Rob, you know, at one point he actually wasn't leaving the house, and people weren't sure if he was actually okay or not, because he, you know, he gained all this weight, and then he wasn't talking to people, so that freaked people out. And they said for what was it, like for 4 months or something like that. It was for a long period of time. He actually just didn't come out of the house, period. So that's part of the issue. So Rob has a lot to work on already. So we get past that, and Chyna and Rob, they go because they have an appointment for the baby. They're going to find out the sex of the baby. Now, as far as the sex of the baby, Rob wants a boy so that he can, the Kardashian name can carry on, you know, after presumably his son would get married. But they find out, no, it's a daughter, and of course Rob's really happy. He's going to spoil that little girl rotten. So that's not the issue there. What I'm thinking is, and I forgot to say it already, Chyna does a lot for someone who's pregnant. And I understand every pregnancy is different, and of course certain stages you can do more than other stages. But I will say this, Chyna scares me sometimes, because I know she's not doing anything to harm the child, put herself in jeopardy, but she does a lot of physical acrobatics on this show. That's what I'm calling it, because I'm like, I did not know you could do that with me. I didn't know one-handed thing. I'm like, you realize you... nope. Okay. All right. Now, Chris shows up to the house, and Chris shows up with all of this baby stuff. And of course it's pink, because Chris already knows that it's a little girl. Chyna is pissed because while they were in the doctors, they made a deal that they wouldn't tell anyone until they did like a huge real party. Because Rob went and of course told his mom, which understandably he told his mom's his world, his mom's his everything. But it was just like, okay, you did promise that you would just keep it on the hush for now, and you broke that promise. So I'm irritated, but you know, she's still in the house. I'm going to pretend to be okay with you for now. And it was funny because Chyna, when she asked King, you know, do you tell mommy everything? And of course he shook his head, and then she was like, okay, yeah, I get it. But now we're weighing Rob. And he's, what is he? He's like 260 something. And the issue with that is he actually gained weight. Chyna was playing a little trick on him, and I've seen this being done before right in front of my eyes. So I know that couples do this, where you go and you put your foot on the scale while someone else is on the scale to trick them out. And you know, it messes with their head, because it's usually someone who needs to lose weight. So it's actually kind of a little mean. But anyway, so it's just like, you know, he has more work to do. Now, the thing is that Chyna and Rob have trust issues. Chyna, they're both in bed. She goes off because she's going to brush her teeth. She comes back, and Rob was playing with her phone. And it's just like, dude, if you're not doing anything, why would you think I'm doing anything? I'm pregnant. I'm Gucci over here. Why do you think that I would be doing anything? Why do you think that I'd be doing anything? It just is very hurtful, and makes me wonder, do you have anyone there? Because that's how it usually is. You know, when someone's creeping, doing this and that, they usually have someone else on the side. So that's why their mind is thinking, Lord, this person's trying to play me. Now, Chyna is talking with Paige again, and Paige is over it because she's like, Rob, because of what happened in his previous relationship, I think it was mainly with Rita Ora, because he cheated on Adrian, so it had to have been with Rita Ora, and she's just like, you know, I'm tired of him, I'm tired of the insecurities. I'm thinking, yeah, but you knew this when you met him. Well, not really, because you guys didn't spend much time before you started to try and have a baby. Guess how long? Guess. 5, 4, 3, 2 weeks. They were in a relationship for 2 weeks, and then they started to try to have a baby. I'm thinking, Chyna, you are good. That's all I have to say. You are good. Shout out to you. Shout out to you. Now, Chyna's house is beautiful, so clearly she's doing something right. Now, this is where we see the infamous, are you still texting Maze? Are you still texting him? Are you still texting? It's like, how can you go and accuse me of this, accuse me of that, when you had to go and do this? I'm like, because at first I was, you know, it felt kind of had that moment of, you know what? Are you trying to play me right now? Then that's when I knew, okay, this is real. This is real. Paige is looking over there like, this chick better calm down. She knows she's pregnant, right? She knows the cameras are there, right? She's doing a little bit too much. Calm it down. I'm not going to say anything because that's not my business. And anywho, so the whole thing was Chyna was controlling that conversation. And Rob doesn't seem like he's the type that can really go and overtalk someone. He seems more like the docile type, so it's really easy to overtalk him. And I feel like Rob was going to say, no, you know, I was just playing this and that. But because he kept stuttering, and I guess he was just shocked at how she reacted, he didn't get it out. So she was just like, okay, screw off, bye, bye, bye. So he comes to the house, and he goes and gives her a vase of flowers. And everyone's just like, oh, hey, Rob, it's nice. She's like, what are you doing here? It's like, what are you doing here? Here to apologize. So it's like, okay. Yeah, I got this apology. Oh, this? Oh, okay, Rob. What? I'm thinking, again, strike two. I did not know pregnant women could do stuff like that. She took that thing and threw it. She has a great arm. But I'm thinking, with one leg off the... Oh, Chyna scares me. I just don't want anything to happen. That's all I'm thinking. But so she kicks Rob out because she's like, you know what? Until you do better consistently, I can't go and just forgive you for all your past and your issues. Now, Nanny Joy is like, all right, Chyna, we need to have a talk. Here's your issue. You're the type that will go and kick someone out of your life very quickly. That's what you do with everyone. You kick them out of your life, and then they're gone. They're gone, they don't come back, and that's not how life's supposed to be. You're supposed to give people a second chance. You're supposed to work with someone. You're not supposed to just be like, okay, you're pissing me off, you're irritating me, I don't feel like doing this anymore, so bye, see you never again. So that was an interesting synopsis, and clearly Nanny Joy and Chyna are close. The fact that they could actually have that conversation, and also that Chyna is rational, because there's multiple times where people who actually care about her on the show kind of check her, you know, politely, but still check her, and she still hears them out. She's not irrational. I'll give her that. Absolutely give her that, because you would think of the extra hormones that make, but no, she's rational. Just don't irritate her. Just don't irritate her. Now, again, this whole relationship between Scott and Rob, I'm really glad that Scott's on the show. I've never actually watched the Kardashians before, so I didn't know how Scott Disick sounds. But, you know, Scott's, of course, just making fun of himself by saying that, well, you know, drugs, alcohol, getting kicked out. And I'm thinking, yeah, Rob, he was cheating on your sister, but I guess at the end of the day, he was cool with you and you need someone, so I guess that's how it works. I don't know. It's just a little funny money to me. It's just a little funny money to me. But Scott seems really cool, and if he was my friend, even if he like did some foolishness, I wouldn't want to drop him either. He sounds just like Gabe. If you guys ever watch Braxton Family Values, you know Gabe Solis, Trina's ex-husband. Scott Disick sounds just like him, and it's crazy and it's uncanny. And Scott's trying to give him a pep talk, like, what's going on with you? Why is it that, well, first off, I don't understand. It's like, so she kicked you out and you left, so what are you going to do now? Rob's thinking, you know what, he's going to go back to his place and chill, because if she's kicking him out, then he's going to take it literally. Then he's out. It is what it is. You know, and I'm thinking, that's your fiance, that's the soon-to-be mother of your child. You have to start fighting for someone. If you're not going to fight for yourself, at least fight for her. And so now Chyna is out with her friends, and listen to this. Yeah. So there you go. Well, they're at the Sky Zone. I really want to go to Sky Zone. But while they're at Sky Zone, while King is playing around, Chyna is just kind of talking about what's going on with Rob, and she did invite Rob to this, this borderline like family day, but he didn't really want to show up. Well, actually, I don't think he actually responded, and it makes sense because You can't just go and push someone away and then it's like, all right, come back. I want you to come back now. Just come back. It's like, no, they're a person. They're a person. So I get it. I absolutely get it. Oh yeah, and the reason why Rob was so quick to wanna impregnate Chyna is because of the fact that she's a good mom, and you know, Lord Jesus, I want my child to have a good mom, and that's that. I'm thinking, okay, that's all good, that's cute and all, but you guys really rushed. Whatever. I'm thinking too much into it. Thinking way too much into it. Chyna's trying to figure out, alright, Rob isn't answering, so she's going to go to his house and see what's going on, to see if he's there, to see what is his mindset. And so her friends drive her, and I'm thinking, they strolled up to this guy, you know he lives in a nice neighborhood. They strolled up, got out the car and started looking around. I'm like, Lord Jesus, if someone doesn't call the cops in 5432, I don't know. So Paige, I'm thinking, Paige, you're braver than me. Wouldn't have been me. I don't play those type of games. And you know, they go searching, and they find Rob's key. It's outside under, what was it, under a chair? I'm thinking, or a cushion. I'm like, Lord Jesus, please let this be fake, because you can't be showing this stuff on, you know this is a made-for-TV foolishness. Rob isn't there, so Chyna's going, and she's like, okay, he was here, so he is staying here. I just don't know what he's currently doing. So Chyna now has to go to Chris because she has to let the cat out of the bag that, yeah, I kind of kicked your son out because he was pissing me off, and I know you love him very much, but it is what it is. So Chyna goes and lets it be known that, you know, Rob's been having a lot of issues still, and it's really hard for me to kind of deal with that, and he really isn't putting his weight. I don't feel like he's contributing the way that he needs to contribute. Now, mind you, Chris and Chyna didn't have the best relationship because originally when Kim and Chyna had a falling out, it was messy. It was messy. So Chyna has been trying to tiptoe around Chris ever since, but she's pregnant and she's going to be officially a Kardashian, so Chris has fully embraced her into the fold, and it's just like, you know, Chyna's good for Rob because Chyna's like the other half. Her personality is basically the complete opposite of Rob, which he kind of needs, but she was letting him know, you can't just kick him out. You know, he does have his issues and he does need to work on them, but if you're just kicking him out, then he's gonna leave. I don't know what to tell you. He's not gonna change overnight. Now, Paige is talking with Chyna and lets Chyna know, because Chyna's upset because she's like, where's the grilled cheese? Where's this? Where's that? It's like, that's not the issue. Rob isn't here and you feel a certain way about it. You need to deal with that. I was like, Paige, I think I'm gonna like you. I think I'm gonna like you. I really do. When Chyna's being irrational sometimes, you'll bring her back. You'll center her. She definitely needs that right now. Chris goes and talks to Rob, and she makes Rob some food, and the turkey bacon. Look, I've had turkey bacon before. I don't eat any type of meats anymore, but turkey bacon is good as long as you fry it. I mean, as long as you fry it, cook it to completion. If it's wobbly, it's going to taste nasty. Nasty, I tell you. It needs to be burnt. Burnt, I tell you. Why do I sound like I'm doing a sermon? Anyway, Chris is talking to Rob and letting Rob know, you know, you can't just go and flake out and give up as soon as things get tough. Chyna's going through it right now. She's pregnant. She's hormonal. She really needs you, and you're kind of flaking out on her. You need to get it together. I know you have your issues, but it is what it is. Go there and be with your fiance. You're supposed to be there with each other forever. So figure it out. Figure it out. I feel like that's what Chris just really needs to say. Figure it out. Grow up. Go back to counseling because we want you to get better. Please like, comment, subscribe, and watch my next video recap of this now.